What's up, everybody? It's Danny coming at you from East Texas. It is a beautiful day. The sun is out. I think we're around 50 degrees already around lunchtime. Super excited to be outside again. Today, I'm going to be filling these raised beds. If you watched my video a couple videos ago, this is the OG bed, the original U-shaped bed that I built last year. I did level it off so that it is level with the new U-shaped bed. Um, I have already got this one topped off with some raised bed soil that I bought from our local soil packaging plant. Went there and picked it up in bulk. This was just to top this one off was $185. So super expensive to top off this bed. Um, so today, to get the new U-shaped bed, I have gone to our local garden supply store. I bought some of their supposed organic compost. I'm going to put as much of that into the new bed as I can, probably 3/4 full. And then I've also bought some more of this soil that comes from the same plant that I picked up from yesterday. And I'm going to use that on the top layer. So that's kind of my plans today. We're finally out of the cold weather, it seems, for quite a while. I don't know if you can see the blueberries, but even with them covered, I think my Accurite was reading 14 degrees Thursday morning. And I don't know. I worry about them. They do not look as vibrant. All the little buds are looking a little rough. So hopefully they pull through for me this spring and will produce in the summer. But I've gotten all of the frost covers off. I think our lows the next couple nights are going to be in the upper 30s, so no frost. Still cold, but no frost. And then as we move through the week next week, our lows are gonna be upper 40s, low 50s, with highs in the 70s every day. So that being said, today let's talk about compost, raised bed soil, and getting these beds filled up and ready to go. So the new U-shaped bed is two by 12s stacked on top of each other, so you can see how tall they are. So in order to save some money, some space, I am trying to fill this with some logs, like I've seen so many people do on YouTube. And hopefully, this takes up some space, but yet breaks down over time. On this side, I have dumped some used potting soil and a little bit of wood shavings that I was using for mulch on the garlic and onions that I never should have taken off the garlic and onions, but I did, and so be it. So it's in here, but hopefully that's taken up a little bit of space, so save me some money on some extra soil. And this is the soil that I just picked up. So on the back of the trailer, this is their compost. It is still hot, and by hot I mean it is still breaking down. It is still composting. So what the lady at our local garden center, and by the way, if you haven't visited your local garden center, I would highly suggest you do. um, I know at ours the people working there are very in the know. So if you have questions, they know the answers. So because the compost is still hot, she suggested that I get some of the garden soil and mix it in as I feel. And hopefully that will slow the composting process down and make these beds to where I can plant in them, I guess probably 5, maybe 6 weeks from now. So hopefully by then, all of the composting has completed and we are good to go. So now I'm going to work to shovel this into the back of the side by side, cart it around to the back, start filling the raised bed. So this first little bit will be the compost. Obviously going to get a good layer of the compost in as more or less filler to begin with. And then I'll come back and start mixing in with the good garden soil. This is some of it here on the ground. And of course, I have what you saw on the trailer. So going to get to start filling this up and I'll get back to you. Y'all bored yet? Yeah, me too. Let's jump ahead in time. Wow, that was nice. I need to use time warp more often, but there we go. We got them all full. Y'all, I really cannot tell you how happy I am to have these beds filled. Looking at these empty beds since I guess I got this one finished in November, maybe right before Thanksgiving. Uh, Looking at them all winter empty has just been driving me crazy. This is the next step towards finalizing my irrigation and taking out the water hoses that I used as temporary irrigation all last summer. It worked great, but I'm going to go in ground and get that taken care of. Now that these beds are filled, I can actually do that. Now, this side right here, probably am a little short, y'all. That was 2 yards of soil. That was a yard and a half of compost and a half of yard plus what I had left over from that one over there yesterday. So it was a little over 2 yards of soil to fill this. And that's with logs and such in the bottom of this thing. I really like it. It's going to be, I guess, when you add it up, it's, I don't know, 21 inches tall, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really measured it. 2x12s aren't really 2x12s. They're 2x11 and a half. So look at it, 22, 23 inches tall. So that's a lot of dirt, and it's good to have them full. It did cost me some, but I feel pretty confident that this is going to be really good soil for this garden. I know it's the same soil that I bought last year. I mean, minus the compost, but the raised bed soil is the same soil that I bought last year. Finley, what are you doing? Come here, my dog. It's the same soil that I bought last year and had really good success with. And so I'm pretty excited about that. I feel confident that this is going to be a good mix for me again this year. But anyway, now that I got that done, I can move forward with the irrigation, and that hard work is done. So I'm going to show y'all a few things, give you an update on the seedlings that I up potted just last week. They're looking really good. I can't believe really the difference that a week makes. It took them a couple of days to kind of get themselves reestablished, but once they did, they're looking really good. These are all the babies that I up potted last week, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. I don't have very many casualties. I do have, this is a pepper that yesterday decided it was just going to lay over, but honestly, none of the tomatoes have laid over. They all look really good. I'm impressed. Even my hashtag tomato challenge 2025 tomatoes pulled through. They're looking good. Most of them are putting on their true leaves now. So I'm really happy with my up potting. I did have a few. Let's see, are they in here? I do have a few. They got cold last night. This is one of them. He he's suffering a little bit, but coming back, I've got them inside the greenhouse. I didn't have them in the greenhouse, just in the garage last night. I just didn't have room for them, or I felt like I didn't have room. So some of them got a little cold last night, and they're looking like they're struggling some. But for the most part, everything is looking really well, and I'm back on track with my transplants. I also have a lot of onions that are ready to go in the ground. I may try to get those in those newly filled raised beds starting Tuesday. Our low temperatures are only going to be in the 40s starting Tuesday, so probably try to get those in the ground. But check out my figs. So figs are looking really good. I'm impressed with this. I still have 3 of my purchased figs that While two of them seem to be rooted, they have not sprouted any new growth. One that I thought was rooted, I am now doubting is rooted. So I may try something different. I may pull it out and try one of the different ways of rooting it, and maybe just get it in some soil, and see if that works. These peppers here, you can see they got really cold last night. I'm going to try to get a heater on them tonight. There's just no more room, no more room in the inn for some of these plants, and some of them look like they suffered last night from the cold. The figs, however, looking pretty good. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up today. Happy with where I am, happy with where I've gotten, looking forward to where we're going. Work on this irrigation. Hopefully my blueberries will wake back up now that it's starting to get warm again. But anyway, again, as always, I appreciate you watching. I hope that you learned something, learn from what I'm doing. That's what I'm here for, trying to help beginning gardeners just like me. I'm learning as I go, and I always say that we enjoy our successes, but we learn from our failures. And one of my failures last year was not leveling this bed, and I covered that in a couple of videos ago. But anyway, that'll do it. As always, thanks for watching. It was a good day, Finley. It was a good day. Good day.